to see how to do this knot differently, you almost have to understand how it's tied originally. This is a perfection loop. So what I did is I went ahead and I tied a normal perfection loop and just dissected how it goes. So you want to go through and just tie. This is 40-pound mono. See if it'll show up on here. And I'm just tying a regular perfection loop. Okay. Now I stop right there. To see it better, I just flip this over. Now don't pay attention to the tag making its loop-de-doo through. Just see the overhand knot. Right? You can see it sliding in and out. That's just a regular overhand knot. See how it comes out on top of the loop. It comes out on top. It goes back in the top right here. See that? It's above there and it's above there. Okay? And then all it does as it comes back in on the top, it comes in front of that line and in between those two loops right there, and then in between itself and the loop here. All right, you can see that gap right there. So the tag of the overhand knot comes in on top, just like it comes out, goes back in on top. It goes up in between the main line and the loop, and then in between the overhand part of the knot, and then in between itself and the loop. So to tie that onto a fly, go ahead and make your overhand knot. Okay, overhand knot. Put your fly on there. Okay. Go back in the top, just like it comes out, almost like a non-slip mono loop. I mean a non-slip loop knot. Okay. So overhand knot comes out over the top, goes back in over the top, and I hold this gap. I go ahead and size it down just a tad. I won't worry about the size of the loop just yet, but just to show you. But I hold that there, and then before I mess with this tag any further, I hold this tag right here and I keep a gap right there on the bottom of that loop. Okay, and so then I flip this. The tag's got to be in between, so as you come through your loop, you don't want it behind your main line. So you just grab your main line and flip that so where the tag is on top. See that? It's on top, okay? So now I've got my gap down here. Now I just push this. I push the main line up out of that overhand and I hold it there. Now it's probably hard to see. I stick it in between those two and down in between itself and the loop, and I grab it like that, and I hold it all together. Now I start working both of them a little bit at a time. This is 40-pound mono, and I wasn't. Just start working them down. You'd wet it. Tighten it up. It's pretty straight. It's not off to the side like some loop knots. I just got to thinking, if a loop knot's good at the butt section of the fly line, it's what everyone uses there, why wouldn't you want it down on the other end? And I've put this on the boga and tested it. The way I do that is I'd tie like this version of the perfection loop And the standard version, the other end, I'd hook it to my boga and I'd pull on it. And they're the same. They hold up pretty same. So anyway, that's it.